Hi everyone. Yes, we're Team L. We're on the Isle of Wight. There's about 100 or so freshwater factory, and I think when we going back sort of 10 years, we started a business in a shed in Lake on the island, and I think like a lot of young people, we wanted to kind of do something about this issue, and for us that kind of meant we'd start our own brand. And we wanted to do something I think is really simple. It's to make products from natural materials instead of plastic, to use renewable energy instead of fossil fuels. And it seemed sort of crazy to us at the time that a business would make products that are wasteful. So we wanted to do something about that. And once we got started in business, we hadn't done anything like it before, obviously. It seems sort of crazy to us, and it still seems crazy to me that people don't talk about this one issue in particular, that the economy actually punishes you when you try and do the right thing. Every time we tried to do one of those things that I just described, everything got more expensive. It's harder to solve this problem financially. It's actually you're better off by not doing it, which is something that I don't think people talk about enough. To sort of rather than sort of just give up or compromise, which isn't really a fix, or sort of essentially blame our customers and say, well, it's your fault, you need to buy less and pay more. We didn't think like that. We wonder if we could solve it. And one of the things that we realized was that technology could help solve a lot of these issues that that I just described. In the clothing industry, there's about 100 billion items of clothing made each year. Most of it's made out of plastic. Less than 1% is designed to come back and be remade. And that results in a flow that's basically about a dump truck a second going into landfill. It's a lorry a second of clothing, textiles waste, mostly plastic, burned or buried every second. And if you look at it from a business level, there's sort of only really one method of production in clothing, which is mass production. What that means is businesses buy loads of stuff, try to sell it, put it on sale. And when you we started looking into it, realized that a lot of businesses, a lot of the products they make don't ever even get sold. That's how wasteful they are. So 40% of clothing production is never utilized. Imagine if 40% of all of your stock just goes straight in the bin. It's completely mental. So what we did is one of the first things we did was to develop a technology to actually produce products in real time, in the seconds after they're ordered. And that means that we only make what people need when, what people want when they need it. And this is a kind of good example of how business, technology, and sustainability are all the same thing. Because if you only produce the products that you're selling, that 40% waste figure I just described, that's actually a cost, right? So if you can design that out, then that creates a business outcome, which is that you can be more profitable, by reducing your costs. In our case, what we did is we took the efficiencies from these kind of technologies that we developed or deployed, and we reinvested the proceeds to achieve the things that we wanted to do in sustainability. So rather than just increase our dividend, we're like, I wonder if we could use that money we just saved to pay for the organics, and wonder if we could use that money we just saved to power our entire business by renewables. After that, business started. Part of it was because people genuinely do care about this stuff. It's not that they don't care, it's just they don't know, or they don't know what to do. Like, it's all very well and good the public having a will, but they have to actually have a way to do something about this. So part of our growth was because people were like, that's great, I'm going to buy some of that stuff. But also our growth was funded by these efficiencies, like producing stuff in real time or whatever. The biggest thing that we did was to solve the biggest problem of them all, which is that businesses everywhere take resources out of the ground and make products that are designed to be thrown away. And so their growth comes with this mountain of waste. And every single business has this mountain of waste. And we learned early on to think of waste as an opportunity. Instead of it being a mountain of waste, it's kind of more like a gold mine to us. So what we did is we started trying to work out how to design our products so that they would come back to us when they're worn out. So instead of just selling products and then having to go buy and make another one, we could recover that one when it's worn out and then make it anew. And obviously, again, that saves quite a lot of money if your materials costs are zero because you recovered them back off your customer, plus you reactivated that customer, which results in more sales. It's kind of a win-win-win. So that's what we did. And on the Isle of Wight, we actually built the first circular economy for clothes. And we've been doing it for quite a long time. So it's quite funny to us that, you know, it's perhaps not as well known as it could be, but every product that we make is designed from the start to come back to us when it's worn out, and then we remake new products from the material we cover. So the shirt I'm wearing today used to be a t-shirt or a pair of pants, hopefully a t-shirt, and that's what we do, and that's what a circular economy means to us. It literally means products that are designed to come back, and a business model that's fundamentally different because you know, there is no waste. It's a flow of materials. In recent years, what we've been doing is scaling that. So developing again technologies to allow other people to access that supply chain using our platform T-Mill. And what T-Mill means is that anyone with a phone can start a brand, add their products, design some t-shirts. You know, they can be rad, they can be sporty, they can be environmental, whatever. And it costs nothing because there's no waste. When they get a sale, it's produced in the seconds after, and we pay them. You know, we send the person who created the store some money, so they can participate in the economy on the supply side too, not just as a consumer. And all of their brands are built on a circular economy. So instead of making waste, we just make new products for it at the end. So I guess in conclusion, my point would be that you know, this issue isn't an issue about compromise. It's not an issue around behavior change. It's about design. It's a design and technology challenge too, and it's solvable for t-shirts. So that to me means that it can be replicated in other industries. And also, I think perhaps even more importantly, when we look as a group of people in the South to see if we can kind of participate in the solution rather than just being part of the problem. You know, if we haven't got many resources, good. Because you know, the best circular businesses are the ones that conserve resources, right? If we haven't got much experience or we've never done it before, that's great because nobody's ever done this before. And if you know, if we sort of are worried about whether or not this is going to destroy our businesses, it's quite the opposite. If you make your business sustainable, it means that it's going to survive. That's the literal definition of the word. So, you know, from a performance point of view, our business has been sort of doubling in size every year. And I guess my message would be to anybody who's looking at whether or not is good for business. I would say check out what we've done at T-Mill, and I think I really would not want to have built a business on any other model.